Are you still unable to speak and talk in English even after watching hundreds of videos on YouTube and learning all the rules of grammar? Well, worry no more, you're landed to the right place because I'm going to give you 6 simple step-by-step process that is going to help you in improving your fluency over the English language. And if you're new on this channel, then hi everyone, my name is Sanjana Arora and I'm a certified IELTS trainer. Today's video is going to be all about English fluency. And what I want you to do differently this time is follow these steps as I have told you. Don't do the fourth step first and the first step at last. Do it as I say. Okay, so follow the sequence as well. So the first step would be to start practicing with the help of shadowing technique. Now, what is shadowing technique? In shadowing technique, there is a speaker in front of you. It can be in the form of videos or it can be in the form of audios. You have to repeat the lines and the words after that speaker in the same fluency with the same stress on particular words as the speaker. Now, you know what? I want you to relate it with what used to happen in school. Do you remember that in the school days, teacher used to speak certain sentences and you used to repeat after the teacher, and eventually you used to get adapted to the pattern of speaking of the teacher herself. So this means that whenever we are learning something by imitating, our brain is able to comprehend it and apply it better. So the first technique would be that start practicing with the help of shadowing technique. For that, I've already uploaded certain lessons on my YouTube channel. You can watch these videos, and apart from that, you can also do shadowing technique with the help of songs. So this is the first step that is going to help you enormously. And see, I want you to do shadowing technique also in 2 stages. So shadowing technique is the step 1, but the step 1 has 2 stages. In the first stage, what you're supposed to do is, once the speaker speaks, you speak after the speaker, and then when you are done with that stage, I want you to do an advanced version of shadowing technique, and that is, I want you to speak with the speaker. That means if you're trying to copy me, then if you switch on the subtitles, you are supposed to speak the subtitles with me and follow my pace. The second step that I have for you is once again from something that we followed in our school, and that is read aloud. You remember in school, everybody used to get their chance to read from the book, and we used to enjoy it. Actually, many of us used to enjoy it. Now, how does read aloud actually help us? Well, with read aloud, what happens is when you are reading the sentences, you get familiarized with the words and you start picking up the fluency, and your brain starts adapting your words. And you know what? Whenever we are learning a language, I always say that speaking in that particular language is more about your confidence and your psychology than actually the skill set or the grammatical and analytical part of the language. So if you're able to train your brain that yes, you can speak in English, you will be able to speak in English. So for read aloud, what I want you to do is, and what I want you to actually do differently is that when you are reading something, I want you to switch on the recorder. Now it's your choice. You can either have it in the audio recording mode or you can have it in a video recording mode. So I want you to read the sentences. It can be from any book or any newspaper, whatever you like to do. See, your preferences in terms of reading matter a lot, because if you want to improve your English, you need to start with the things that actually interest you. So start reading aloud the things that you like to generally read, and it can also be a Bollywood gossip kind of an article, right? So start reading it and start recording yourself, and once you've recorded it, listen to it. Because what will happen is when you'll be listening to your voice, you will be able to figure out that what are the problems that you're facing, where you are fumbling, are you taking incorrect pauses? Because see, expressions matter a lot when we are talking to each other. If for example right now I don't use any expressions and I'm just speaking in one tone without any facial expressions, I don't think you'll be interested to listen to me, right? So when you are speaking, you should have your voice modulation, use correct punctuation marks, and when you are reading aloud, keep in mind the punctuation marks. For example, if there is a comma, take a small pause. If there is a full stop, take a bit longer pause. And if there is an exclamation, it should sound like an exclamation. For example, whoopee. I did it. So in that, you see that even if you were unable to see me, you would have been able to identify from the sound itself that there is a certain kind of expression that is being expressed. So keep in mind the punctuation marks when you're doing your read aloud exercise. Now let's move to step number 3. Now this I call the beginning of the advanced stage of becoming a fluent English speaker, because in this step you are supposed to start talking to people. Well, over here, what I want you to do once again differently is that I want you to start with talking to strangers. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, see, when we are with our friends, we are always thinking that if we speak incorrectly, they might laugh. And I have actually experienced this with the help of my students. And many a times, people comment on the video that if we'll use such fancy words which are very different, our friends are going to laugh on us. And see, this is the thing, when you are with strangers, you don't have that fear of judgment because they don't know you and you're not bothered. Because see, with friends we do have that fear of judgment, and I can't say you that you don't need to be bothered about it, because actually you should not be bothered, but it's a human tendency to be careful about what people think about us. So that is something that I totally accept. So that is why I'm giving you an alternative, and that is start talking to the strangers, because strangers are the people whom you don't know. For example, if you start talking with people over here in the comment section, they don't know you. So even if you use incorrect grammar, or even if you end up speaking incorrectly, you won't be getting judged, because everybody is here for the same thing, and that is for learning English, right? But now, if we want to talk, and that is through the help of voice messages, then I would suggest you to go to social media applications where we can now actually send voice messages. And you know that there are multiple apps. For example, there's Instagram, there is Hello Talk, and I've actually myself used Hello Talk a lot for working on my French communication skills, and it helped me enormously. So what you need to do over there is you need to connect with people, and you need to start. Okay, now let me tell you first thing, don't start sending voice messages in the first message itself, because that is not how we are supposed to start talking to people. So initially send a message: hi, how are you, I would like to practice English speaking, are you comfortable, do you also have the similar interest? And then you can mutually decide if you both are interested in practicing the same thing. And if you are, then you can start sending voice messages to each other. And when you are sending voice messages, what will be happening, that is that you'll be speaking the everyday sentences from your mouth without the fear of judgment, and you'll be able to listen to another person as well. And eventually, if you feel comfortable, you can obviously connect on an audio call or a video call, and if you feel uncomfortable, you can always block. But if you are an introvert person and you do not feel confident in any of it, then I would strongly advise you to find a speaking partner. Either join a class where you can practice speaking regularly every single day, or find out a person who is on the same journey as yours from somebody you know, and then do it together. But if you're not an introvert, then trust me, talking to strangers is a great experience, and it will really help you in improving your communication skills. Now for the fourth step, what I have is be prepared. Well, being prepared means that you know that what is going to happen in your day. Like, I know there are many things which happen all of a sudden, but there are many things which are pre-planned. For example, if I'm supposed to go to watch a movie tonight, and I already have that plan, so I can prepare some conversations which I'll be able to have over there in English, right? So what will happen with the help of this is, when you go out in public and you end up speaking certain sentences in English, you start feeling confident, and you start getting that vibe within you that yes, now I can talk in English. For example, if I was talking about that I'm going to watch a movie tonight, then what I can do is I can prepare myself to buy the tickets. That I can go to the counter and say, hi, I would like to buy 2 tickets for XYZ movie. I would prefer the 9 p.m. show. I would like the premium seats. No, I don't wish to place any additional order for now. And for payment, and when the person asks you that how you would like to make the payment, you can say, I would like to pay via UPI. I hope it's acceptable. And at the end, thank you. So if you're having these conversations in your brain, pre-planned lines in your brain and you're able to deliver them over there, then that'll actually help you in feeling confident. And even if you end up speaking incorrectly, what's the big deal? You went out to have fun, you tried speaking, and you came back. And you can have similar stimulated conversations for everyday conversations. For example, when you are planning to go to a cafe, or you're planning to meet your friends for a reunion or for a birthday party, or anything that is coming up your way, you may drop in the comment section. So which kind of situations do you feel most uncomfortable when you have to talk in English? And I'm sure I'm going to give you some perfect situations and perfect lines that you can start using in such situations. So drop it in the comment section. And at the end, I want to say you that no matter how many videos you watch on YouTube, you won't be able to start speaking in English unless you actually start speaking in English. So right after this video, I want you to start with the first step immediately and start your journey. Because see, we can delay it by watching n number of videos, but the only way forward is to start implementing what you have been listening to. So don't watch so many videos, just start implementing any one of the video and then switch on to the other video. And in the journey of becoming fluent in English or in any other language, what is most important is that you start speaking. So just start speaking right after the completion of this video. Don't wait even for 2 minutes. Just start it, and I am telling you, you are going to achieve whatever you want to sooner than you have even imagined if you start immediately without procrastination, because that is what actually stops us from achieving most of our goals. So start it right now. I'm right here with you. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment section. And yes, if you like the video, don't forget to like it and to subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.